and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be ready? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial.
Picture is that?
Stop it, quiet, if it's new. I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Game of the week. Game of the week.
We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Kenyon Drake certainly kind of a little more keyed up for this one. Remember, he was traded by the Dolphins to the Cardinals at midseason last year in the middle of the Dolphins restructuring, shall we say. And in 3.5 years in South Florida, Drake ran for better than 1,500 yards with 15 total touchdowns. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Open man is Cantrell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
To number 82.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's holding it in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down back at the 19.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
Third down and 17.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy, really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Our 2 quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Matt Breida.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun here, Breida works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
to go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Tua again. This is Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 3.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down. Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. When he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 47-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19-yard line.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Stepping up, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, it's Howard. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run with Howard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. But when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 31-7, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there, in the 2nd quarter, Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 yards.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Drake. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Catch made right side by Wilson. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
on first down. Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score Dolphins 14.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
By Jordan Phillips.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3rd and 4. And this crowd emerging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tua. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The football going back over to Arizona now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He'll run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
They go with Howard again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 5. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is right through. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 24-14. 2:24 to go. They have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
Complete to Trent Taylor. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Murray to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score Dolphins 20.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Dolphins, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Couldn't seek an instant, we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hair in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Couldn't seek an instant, we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hair in the clock. Come like a bat in the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, one damn air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a man. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And always lose, think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Couldn't seek an instant, we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hair in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Couldn't seek an instant, we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hair in the clock. Just like the hairs in the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they pull each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to think about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big toward them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.